Hello, my divas. It's me. Welcome back to the Diva Diaries. So it has been a while. A lot has been updated. So while I clean this up, because this is like 3 paychecks worth, because I've been like pulling out my money every week, but I just haven't had the time to record one of my cash stuffing videos. And yeah, I have a lot to update you guys on. So while I get my money in order, let me first start off by saying Ashley is officially married. Whoop, 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 whoop. So I'm going to wait to release any. Well, I guess I can post the pictures that she already shared on like her social media. So yes, I was a bridesmaid in the wedding. This is, though I've been asked to be a bridesmaid, I believe on 3 different occasions, this is the first time that like the wedding actually happened. Cuz the first time one of my closest friends, it ended up being a COVID wedding. So unfortunately all the plans got canceled and they just did like an intimate wedding with just like their parents and siblings at the church. And then the next one, the wedding ended up getting called off about a month beforehand. So I didn't actually get to participate. And then this was the first one that I actually got to participate in. And I mean, wow. Like, first of all, Ashley looked absolutely stunning. I'm going to be dropping videos and pictures here, whatever. But yeah, Ashley looked absolutely stunning. She was a gorgeous bride. There were definitely no losses on that part. The makeup team was amazing. We had so much fun. Everybody got along. There was very little to no drama. That's not completely true, but for the most part, there was little to no drama. The day of, there was zero drama. Everybody was able to put like their differences apart because I know some of the bridesmaids were having some of their own little situations going on, unfortunately, but everyone was able to put their feelings aside just so that we could enjoy the day. So Ashley and her now husband could enjoy their day. So please enjoy all the pictures and clips that I'll be putting in this video. And again, I'll be tagging Ashley. Her channel's Ashley's on a Budget. Please congratulate the newlyweds for me. It was truly such an honor to be a part of her big day. It was emotional. I was shocked that I didn't cry because I really thought I was going to cry during the ceremony. But y'all, let me first start off before I start counting this, because as you can see, I have a lot to count today. The day of, I was literally running on an hour and a half of sleep, right? So basically, her wedding was on a Friday. I came up Wednesday just to be available to help with anything. So only like Ashley, her immediate family, and then her cousins and aunt who flew in from Florida came in that Wednesday. So we all hung out, we all had a good time, blah, blah, blah. Then Thursday, the day before the wedding, is when everybody else came. So I was running around playing Captain Save-A-Ho because a bunch of people were not prepared. So from, trying to help people with their wigs, nails, makeup, all that type of stuff, steaming dresses. One of the groomsmen needed his jacket brought in because they shipped his jacket to Florida instead of where the wedding was, which was in New Jersey. And then by the time it got to Jersey, the jacket of his tuxedo was massive. Like, he looked pregnant. So I was up bringing that in. And then even myself, like I told y'all, I had been practicing doing my own nails. So my plan was, even though I had like a French tip set on, that I had done about like a week or two prior, I brought all my nail stuff because I was planning to do a brand new set right after the rehearsal dinner the night before so that I could have like a fresh French tip. So, but I was like, in case I don't have time, at least I'll have my French tips already on that I had. So at first I thought I wasn't going to have time because again, I'm running around trying to help everybody. But then as the night was going and after the rehearsal dinner was over, I was like, oh, you know what? I think I do have time. So I pulled my stuff out. I like took off my polish and stuff and started like going in to do, my nails all over again. And luckily I didn't have to start from scratch because I didn't take the tips off. Instead, I had seen this TikTok where this girl used poly gel to fill her Gel X because I don't do acrylic at all. I use Gel X. So I used the poly gel to fill, but then that's when I was needed again. So instead of doing a French tip, I just did the poly gel was this color, like this base color here. So this is painted like with the nail polish, but I had bought a poly gel that already came in that color. So I just let the poly gel kind of just go over and I shaped the nails back and I just rock my nails this color. So they weren't perfect because it was a rush job. I kind of wish that I just left them alone and just rocked. Oh, my pinky popped off, y'all. Don't judge me. But anyway, I kind of wish that I left them alone and just rocked the French tip, even though they needed a fill because Ashley thought that they still looked good and everybody else did too. But I was just trying to, it's my best friend's wedding. So I wanted to try to look as clean and put together as possible. But I'm sure in the pictures and everything, you probably won't even be able to tell unless, you're looking for it because I just pointed it out. But from what I've seen so far, the pictures are amazing. I'm sorry. Back to what I was saying. So I didn't end up going to bed. So, okay. We had to be at the bridal suite. Not the bridal suite, the glam room by 6:50 a.m. so that we could start at 7 a.m. with like our hair and makeup, right? So I didn't go to bed until I think 4:30 or 5 a.m. the night before. Because again, like I told y'all, I'm like doing all this stuff. And then I also had to steam my dress. Luckily, I had help with that. But I'm glad that I packed my big steamer because I have like this huge steamer that like stands up really tall and it's pretty powerful. So like it can steam stuff faster than like a hand steamer. So I had packed that up with me and drove that up to the hotel just in case anybody needed to steam. And I'm so glad I did, but I'll get to that. But anyway, so I didn't go to bed till about 5 o'clock in the morning, woke up at 6. Didn't even really have a full night's sleep because I kept waking up every like 15 minutes. And so I'm running off of 1 hour of sleep for the whole day of the wedding. So, I'm struggling. There were points where I was like falling asleep. I was like trying to get, caffeine in my system. It was really bad. And I was dehydrated because I hadn't had enough water because I was more focused on making sure Ashley was drinking her water. So I had brought a gallon of water. But I was refilling her cup and not really paying attention to hydrating myself. Which is great because she needed it more than me. It was her day, but it's just, I probably should have, when I filled her cup, also filled my own. But yeah, so after getting like makeup done, the maid of honor, which was Ashley's sister, had basically sent us all a message telling us that we needed to make sure our dresses were steamed the night before the wedding because she knew we weren't going to have time really to do it the day of, because immediately after like leaving the glam room, we had to go to the shuttle to go to the venue because we only really had like 30 minutes to get dressed. Well, about 3 bridesmaids did not steam their dresses beforehand. So, guess who was steaming dresses? Yes. So I'm sitting here steaming dresses, trying to get my life together. But luckily by that point my mom was there, so she was able to help a lot. But it was just so hectic, just like that day just running around on zero sleep, zero food, and hardly any water. Um, but I pulled it together, and then when we got to the venue, oh my gosh, the venue was the prettiest. Like, that was a breathtaking wedding. The ceremony, I'll drop pictures. The ceremony, I don't have good pictures of the reception. The reception was, oh my gosh, but the ceremony alone was just absolutely like stunning. Like, it literally, her wedding was like a wedding you would see on television. Like, it literally should have been in a magazine. It was just, I can't even put into words how gorgeous that wedding was. Like, they really did a great job. Even like down to their officiant. So their officiant was a mutual friend of theirs who knew them from high school, because with Ashley, her husband is her high school sweetheart. And so he knew them from high school, and so he basically was able to speak from both parties, because he's friends with both of them. And his speech was just so beautiful. Like, everyone was crying. It just was so heartfelt. And then their vows, like, Ashley's husband Donnie, he did a poem for his vows, and it really just touched everybody. It was just such a beautiful ceremony. But in reference to me, I thought I was going to cry, because I had been crying about her wedding for weeks leading into it. Like, I would just find random moments where I would just start crying thinking about it, because it's like, oh my God, like, she's really getting married. But the ceremony, I didn't cry. And again, it's probably because I was on caffeine, energy drinks, um and everything else, trying to stay awake, because I was like falling asleep in the shuttle. I was falling asleep in the bathroom. Like, I was literally catching myself falling asleep standing up. Like, I was struggling. So I think that's probably why I didn't tear up, because I was shocked that I didn't. But I think that was why, because honestly, y'all, I can't tell you how many times I just randomly would start crying just thinking about her getting married. Like, I really thought I was going to be the one that would break down, and I didn't at all. And then the people who thought they weren't going to cry were the ones like crying the hardest. It was hilarious. But yeah. And then after the ceremony, the reception was absolutely amazing. Her sister and the best man, they gave speeches, and then her dad gave the last speech. The food was good. We had an open bar. We danced the night away, and then it finally hit me, y'all. So again, this is a celebratory thing. So the last thing on my mind is the fact that I haven't slept and that I have not been hydrating. So when we're passing around glasses of champagne and little drinks here and there, I'm just taking them, not thinking anything of it. And you can guess where this is going. It all hit me like a ton of bricks. When it hit me, basically, I was like dancing on the dance floor, and I immediately just got overheated, like to the point where it was worrisome. And so I went to get my mom, and she took me outside of the reception, like, to where you had to walk into, from the ceremony to the reception. And there was like a huge staircase, which the staircase led to like the bride suite and the groom suite. So I ended up laying out on the stairs, trying to like catch my breath, just trying to breathe, just trying to like get myself together. My mom's trying to fan me down. One of the other bridesmaids, she saw me, ran up. She went to get like water and like help cool me down and all this type of stuff. And yeah, it was bad. It was really bad. Like, I was worried. I think everybody was worried. But yeah, I could not get myself together. And so then finally, one of the groomsmen, he took me outside to get some fresh air, and we sat out with like everyone sitting outside, and I kind of laid out on the couch out there just breathing. Missed all the Haitian music, which I was really sad about, because Ashley's Haitian and I was ready for a Haitian extravaganza. So I really wanted to hear all the Haitian music, because when I was out on the dance floor, they weren't really playing it. But of course, when I almost pass out is when they decide to finally play the Haitian music. But, you know, everyone had a good time. It looked fun. And then after I got myself together, we went back in, danced, had a good time. And then Ashley and Donnie did like a sparklers exit and drove off on like an old school all white Rolls Royce. It was like, it was so beautiful. So, yeah, such a great time, y'all. But now that I have updated you on that, let's go ahead and get the guessing, y'all. I have no idea how much this is because, again, I've been